The #1 team, catch us on the scene. East, west, third coast, and everything between. It's your boy TdaW, I hold it down for ingenious. Gonna do it big when I'm with that boy genius. He get you in the spotlight, the haters try and steal it. DJ Burn gon' make it burn, and I guarantee you feel it. Dirty, dirty South, so you know we keep it hot. It don't matter where we at, cause either way we got it live. From the streets to the show, anything goes. When you on the scene, better hope you get chose. We keep the cameras rolling and we always in the mix. Coming to you live, so you better represent. It's the talk on the wall, 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 on the wall, on the wall.
Me and Charles, look out for the flyer. You ain't got a flyer, come get one. My partner lunch money passing about one time. You know what it is. DJC style, fat people, let's go.
What I mean by that, because this is really important. It costs hundreds of millions of dollars to run for president. Hundreds of millions of dollars. So usually, to make that happen, what do people do? They go to big business, they go to the oil industry, they go to the pharmaceutical companies, to the healthcare companies. But what that is it's not just you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. So when they go to these people, when they go to the pharmaceutical companies and the healthcare companies and the gas companies, and they take their money, when these presidents walk into office, they owe favors. Because if they scratch their back, they have to scratch theirs, right? Barack Obama has refused to take money from lobbyists. He's refused to take money from big business, from oil. So what that means, people, is that when he gets into office in January, which I believe he will, the only people that he will owe a favor to is the American people. The only people that he will have to return a favor to is you and me. Because people like us have gone online and clicked that box for $10, $15, $25, and we have allowed him to raise as much money as other candidates have from getting in bed with big business. So it's time that we have a president who represents us, who represents the American people. And when I tell you that the nation is watching you, you can turn on CNN, you can turn on MSNBC, and you can see how people are saying, young people don't vote, black people don't vote, they don't come out to the polls. You know what they're saying right now in the papers in Texas? They're saying we are coming out for the first time so much, they are worried about their polling sites. They don't know if they have enough equipment. That is the power that you people have. You know, I talk a lot how I wasn't sure in the beginning who my candidate was going to be because I'm a woman. I felt like, you know, as a feminist, I have to support our women leaders, women who are trying to do good in politics, and I'm a black person. So I felt torn. What direction am I going to go in? Because women really fought for the right to vote in the suffragette movement. And then black folks really fought for the right to vote in the civil rights movement. But there's another movement that went on, you guys. There's another really important movement that happened in the 70s. You used to have to be 21 years old to vote for President of the United States. So in the 70s, this government was shipping kids over to fight in Vietnam for a war we had no business fighting. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? A war we don't know why we're fighting? So in the 70s, we were shipping people off at 18 to fight a war, and you 18-year-olds couldn't even vote. You had to be 21, and you fought to say, if we're going to fight, we deserve to be able to say who's going to be our commander-in-chief. So in the same way that I'm showing up to take control of my political power as a woman and as an African-American, you have that same responsibility as a young person. You have to take responsibility for your political voice. So I'm just going to wrap up by saying, you know, the reason that I chose him as my candidate, when I I tell you it was a hard decision for me because I'm a woman and a black person, what I actually had to do was step back and say, gender aside and race aside, who is the next best human being to run this country? And without a doubt, when you look at experience, no matter what anybody tells you about experience, when you look at experience, when you look at integrity and authenticity, when you look at his plans and his policies and his platform, he is the person that is ready to heal this nation. So make sure that you show up at the polls. Make sure that you caucus at 7 o'clock. It's confusing in Texas. I don't know why they set it up this way for y'all, but you gotta let them know we're not stupid. We know we gotta vote and caucus, all right? So show up at 7 o'clock to caucus for Barack Obama. If you have any questions, there's volunteers here from the campaign, there's staff members. You can go to the website, barackobama.com. The information is out there. Make sure that you are informed. Thank you guys, and remember to Barack your vote.
What's going on? It's Kwame T, aka the Boy Jeans from Talk on the Walk. Right now I'm here with Ben McKenzie from the OC. What's going on, Ben? What's up, man? How are you? I'm good. Now, normally, Ben is always fighting on the OC for a girlfriend or some particular cause, but today, it's all about the OC. Why are you fighting for Obama?
I believe it, man. I believe it. He's going to bring this country back together. You know, we're really vibing right now. It's classes against each other and race against each other and all that stuff. He really represents bringing people together, unifying this country. You know, it's not taking money from the lobbyists. It's not taking money from the lobbyists. We got to be responsible to the people.
Now, getting a little close, I got a good question here. Now, as you can see, there is a difference between, ethnicity. Are you receiving a lot of controversy for, being on the Obama campaign?
No, that's a great thing. It's like guys like me, Barry Washington, and, Cal Penn, I don't know if you is, Harold and Kumar, those movies, an Indian guy, Latinos coming out for him, after a friend of mine. So it's all across the board, it's white guys and black guys and girls, Latinos, Asians, it's everybody, man. It's not a race thing. That's the great thing about it. He's not concerned with that. We're beyond that at this point in America. Hopefully. We're always aware of it. We've got to be respectful of our history and all that stuff. But he wants to move beyond that. And it's time, man. It's time we got to fight better.
I do think it is. You put me on the spot. Hey, well, we appreciate you, man. I know you got a lot of things to do. Big crowd out here. So once again, this is Talk on the Walk. I'm here with Mr. OC. And you rolling out, man. Talk on the Walk. You feel it?